Bossy, bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy. Bang, 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 hey.
Hey yo, Idris, tell them what they're gonna take the piss. When Steffi step out, do that turn up in a diss. Body comfortable, I'm physically fit. I'm brown and sweet, just like the chocolate. Yo, Wiley, them ones sound like me. Other than a pussy pretty with the okra body. Shut down in the city with me bad gal pussy. Every man want piece of me. The back of them a pop and them a bun weed. Man want wine behind me have to move kind dusty. I'm looking for a brother who got hella pounds. 079, baby, I'm a hammer, did you stop?
Bossy, bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy.
Hey yo, Sean.
Hey, so when me spitty body with it, maybe gala get with it. Spitty body with it, maybe gala get. When me tappy body with it, maybe gala get with it. Wind up your body and spin it. Girl, when you bubble out of trouble, why you give me this something now? Turn it around and bring it. You're pressing it back on and on. Never push that button, my girl, down, but I can't tame it. Once you broke out and fling it. Once your body shaking up to the limit. Once you wild out to wild it to S to the base, step London and mid on edges. Is it?
Bossy, bossy.
I came to rap it up, do my thing. Sabi put me on the gram and a remix thing. Hold tight Wiley with the Pacino flow. Godfather part 2, call me De Niro. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. Disrespect, man, get a slap on the chin. Man a king in a top, bout Larry, man a big DJ, Ox, Megan and Harry. Boss, yeah, man a boss, I make your girl melt like a toasty. I'll be this way someday, and I write for myself, no ghosting.
Needs a boy got money in a bank on. Ready for roll and blaze up this tank on. Got the girls from Jamwan to Hong Kong. The girl them champion in it.
Bossy, bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy. I fly around the world cause I'm bossy. Bossy, bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me. It's looking at my kids like I'm bossy. I fly around the world cause I'm bossy.
What you wanna do, baby? Where you wanna go? I'll take you to the moon, baby. I'll take you to the floor. I treat you like a real lady, no matter where you go. Just give me some time, baby. Cause you know, even when we're apart, I know my heart is still there with you. 5 more hours till the night is ours, and I'm back with you. This right here is my type of party. 5 more hours, we're just getting started. This right here is my type of party. 5 more hours, we're just getting started.
5 more hours, we're just getting started.
How you wanna feel, baby? What you wanna know? Just pour another drink, baby. Come on, pour a little more. I treat you like a real lady. I'll keep you out the cold. I'll give you all my time, baby. You know, even when we're apart, I know my heart is still there with you. 5 more hours till the night is ours, and I'm back with you. This is, yeah. This right here is my type of party. Yeah, 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 yeah. 5 more hours, we're just getting started. How it always calls me, finding my way back to you. I'm feeling it more now than ever. I'll do this forever, just to spend the night with you. This is, yeah. This right here is my type of party. Yeah. 5 more hours, we're just getting started. Here's my type of party. 5 more hours, we're just getting started.
5 more hours, we're just getting started.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fold it up, oh, oh, and if you fold it up, Samina, mina, sangalewa. Cause this is Africa. Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa. Listen to your God, this is our motto. Your time to shine, don't wait in line, y vamos por todo. People are raising their expectations. Go on and feed them, this is your moment, no hesitation. Today's your day, feel it. You pave the way, believe it. If you get down, get up, oh, oh. When you get down, get up, hey. Samina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa. Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa. Anawa, Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa.
I'm well on my journey, biggie, biggie, mama, one A to Z. Party, so on my journey, biggie, biggie, mama, from east to west. Party, waka, waka, my waka, waka, my Sangin' since summer, Zimbabwe, but this is Africa.
Samina, mina, Anawa, Samina, mina, Samina, mina, Anawa,
Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa. Anawa, Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa. This time for Africa. Jungle, jungle, Samina, mina, sangalewa. Anawa, jungle, jungle, Samina, mina, sangalewa. Anawa, this time for Africa. This time for Africa. We're all Africa. We're all Africa.
Baby, I like your style.
Grips on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand.
Master Sri Akashana, also known as the Yogi with a Lamborghini, is an international speaker, spiritual teacher, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He's reached millions worldwide with his message of manifesting wealth, impact, and spiritual consciousness. Raised in the UK, Akashana comes from humble beginnings. His parents fled from Hong Kong in the early 1970s in the hope of creating a better life for the family. Growing up as a shy, introverted kid, Akashana found studying to be quite difficult. He was labeled with ADHD and dyslexia and continued to struggle throughout his school days. At the age of 17, Akashana left home, dropped out of college, and found work flipping burgers in a trailer van to make ends meet. Recognizing the importance of hard work and discipline, he saved up enough money and took out a significant loan of $500,000 to open his first restaurant business by the time he was 19. By 2010, he had founded an international restaurant franchise, became a major shareholder in a steel and rubber recycling company, and expanded his investments to India and China, which allowed him to achieve financial freedom by the age of 25. Although he appeared to be hugely successful in the public eye, with his supercars, waterfront house, yachts, and luxury Swiss watches, he fell into deep depression by age 26. Finding it difficult to experience true happiness, he became lost and confused about his life's purpose. He went through a long period where he drowned himself in negative thoughts and insecurities, often drinking himself to sleep. It wasn't until a seemingly random volunteer trip to Kenya that everything changed. In 2011, Akashana experienced an awakening and discovered a passion for helping those less fortunate. He established a nonprofit organization called Giving by IamVerse, a charity providing a home and education to hundreds of orphans in Western Kenya. Over the years, Akashana has contributed millions to the charity. To this day, he heads and chairs the organization, annually taking volunteers from around the world to a center in Kenya, with the aim that they will receive the same learnings, love, and opportunities for contribution that the experience provided him. Subsequently, Akashana was invited to speak at numerous success conferences globally, sharing his story with audiences worldwide. He quickly became a prominent figure in the personal development and self-help industries, sharing stages with renowned speakers, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders. Realizing the power of money when used for good, he expanded his investment portfolio, formed an international personal development company, and invested in a couture fashion brand that debuted at Paris Fashion Week and featured in Vogue magazine. With the ethos of doing good and the money will come, he authored his first book, Think Big, Build Small, which has impacted many lives around the world. In 2018, his work began reaching millions across social media platforms. By openly sharing his messages of abundance, manifestation, and success, he quickly became one of the biggest names on YouTube in the field of law of attraction and manifestation, launching his second book, Set It and Forget It, that has achieved over 100,000 downloads. In 2019, Akashana was chosen to embark on a spiritual awakening journey with spiritual master Himalayan Siddha Akshar. This journey consisted of an intensive spiritual pilgrimage, rigorous training, and initiations that allowed him to activate many spiritual powers. He became the first disciple of Himalayan Siddha Akshar to receive the honorable title of Spiritual Master, which further evolved his teachings to incorporate the secrets of the Himalayas, guiding individuals to a higher level of human and spiritual consciousness. In 2021, Akashana rebranded his organization as IamVerse and invested millions into the Web3 technology space with the aim of promoting more love, compassion, and positivity worldwide. He believes that instead of opposing the ever-growing technological era, we should harness it to spread more positivity across the globe. Today, he continues to dedicate his life to impacting millions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the international speaker, author, singer-songwriter, YouTuber, spiritual master and philanthropist, the yogi with the Lamborghini, the founder of the I-Amverse, Master Sri Akashana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day number 1 of the Manifestation Challenge. Please stand up and put your hands together for the one, the only, Master Sri Akashana!
Let's go! Life's like a movie, lights, camera, action. Put your mind to it, live the life that you imagine. Life's like a movie, lights, camera, action. Life's like a movie, lights, camera, action. Put your mind to it, live the life that you imagine. Life's like a movie, lights, camera, action. Started out with nothing, now I'm big. Yeah, they try to stop me, find a way.
Welcome everybody.
Drinking champagne, Vision 2020.
Welcome.
You know that we deserve to have a good time. Baby, you're a dime. I'll be watching you wine on the dance floor. Your body like wine, getting better over time. Your body like
wow. Hello, friends from YouTube. Hello, we have friends on the Zoom call, Zoom 1, Zoom 2. We have VIP room. Namaste. Welcome, everybody. I have beautiful VIPs behind me as well. Hello, Maria, Joanna, Belle. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Can we all just take a moment, please? So everybody just stand up. Get some energy in the room. Everybody stand up nice and tall. Okay, and I know there's going to be some people who are like, standing up, that's too much work. But how many of you know what I'm talking about when I say the energy you put out is the energy you get back? How many of you know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, raise your hand nice and high. Give me a big smile. At least even a forced smile if you can. Right? The energy you put out is the energy you get back. And does anybody know right now what energy portal is open right now? Does anybody know? Type inside the chat. Let me know. What energy portal is wide open? We got the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, but that's not just it. That's not it, guys. Because we've also got what coming up? Does anybody know what's coming up in a few days' time as well? We've also got the full moon in Aquarius. All energies are fully blown wide. So what does that mean? Does that mean it's going to be amazing? Does that mean it's going to be good? Does that mean it's going to be great? Does that mean you're going to get everything you want? How many of you think so? If you think so, give me a hand raise. Give me a big smile. Right? Let me tell you something. The reality is, no, it's not, actually. A bit of a trick question. Why? Because when all energies are fully blown wide, it means that whatever frequency, whatever emotion, whatever thought you are holding right now, that will too manifest. So if you're holding any grudge, you've got any negativity, you've got any fear or doubts about yourself or your future, that shall too manifest. And I know a lot of you don't want that to happen. Is that right? How many of you would not like that to happen? Give me a hand raise if you don't want that to happen. Right? So what we got to do then? Well, we got to action. We got to plant the seeds. And how do we start planting the seeds? I'll tell you. Everybody stand up nice and straight. Stand up nice and straight. Some people I know sat back down again. Oh, he's talking too long. My legs are tired now. If you can't stand up for 5 minutes, that's all you're willing to put out to the universe, and you're expecting the universe to give you miracles, give you the love of your life. It's going to be very hard, you know, because we get what we put out. So everybody stand up nice and tall, okay? I want everybody, now we've got thousands of people from all around the world. You know, this morning, the team told me 19,500 people registered for this particular challenge. 19,500 people. Do you know what that is? That's a whole stadium. Now, when all energies are together, guess what? This is collective manifestation. I want everyone to stand up nice and tall. I want everyone at least to begin by pretending you're happy. I know it's hard for some because you were naturally born with some resting bitch face, okay? But we'll try, right? Pretend to be happy, okay? Because when we fool our physiology, our mind gets fooled and our vibration gets fooled. It thinks we're happy. That's a good sign, okay? So pretend we're happy. Put our hands to our heart. Take a deep inhale. And a gentle exhale. Ground your energies, okay? For one moment, I'd like you to tell yourself, I think this is a beautiful way to kickstart this session. Tell yourself, I'm powerful. Say it out loud. I know it may sound a bit silly right now because you're in your own bedroom and you're talking to yourself, but say it, feel it, I'm powerful, right? Say it again, I'm powerful. Put your hands to your heart, tell yourself, I am creator. You are creator. You are the creator of your reality, you're the creator of your dreams, you're the creator of everything you want in life. You're powerful. You're powerful beyond imagination. I'd like you to hear these words and breathe it in. I'd like you to feel your connection open-heartedly. Open that heart chakra up, fully blown wide. And I'd like you to repeat these words and say, universe, I'm open for change. You're open for change. You know, many people fear change, but that's not you. That's not why you're here. I'm open for change. Let the universe know, say it out loud, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. Let the universe know that. Let every cell of your body know it right now. Let yourself know you are infinite. Let yourself know that you can absolutely have it all. You can create your destiny. You can manifest anything you want in life. Let yourself know that. I'd like you to feel this power, feel this energy, feel this air of confidence through every cell of your body until it rises upon the smile on your face, and hold that smile loud and proud. Own it. This is your moment. And when you feel these positive vibes collectively, tens of thousands of people from all around the world as we gather together with these high vibrations, I'd like you to breathe it in, breathe it into every cell of your body. Take a slow inhale and a gentle exhale. And again, inhale and a gentle exhale. And just let yourself finally know, say this out loud, I'm ready to take action. Say it, I'm ready to take action. Say it again, I'm ready to take action. And repeat after me, this is my time. My time is now. This is my time. My time is now. One more slow inhale and a gentle, relaxing exhale. I'd like you to gently relax your palms, relax your arms down, relax your shoulders. Relax your neck, relax your head, drop your head down. And relax your energies. And once you're all relaxed, allow yourself to gently come back here into this moment now and open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now take your seats. I think that is a beautiful way to kick off this beautiful portal. I want to ask everybody a question to start off with. How many of you feel there's an energy shift from when we just began to after feeling that connection? How many of you can feel there's a shift? If you can feel there's a shift, give me a yes inside the chat now, right? It's as simple as that. It's a good start. It's a good beginning. You're feeling these energies. Your vibrations have shifted. What does that mean? Then it means what you attract is also going to shift. Right? I see somebody in the chat, in the YouTube chat, say, why am I not financially free? My question to you is, are you financially knowledgeable? Are you financially equipped? And if the answer is no, then that's why. And if the answer is yes, then you're lying. Because if you're financially equipped, you will get abundance. That's how it works. It's very simple, actually. And I'd like everybody to write this down. Okay, we're going to start. Does everybody have a notepad, by the way? Everybody has a notepad? Wave your notepads around. So I know, let's see a sea of notepads. Naynard, Brenda, yes, Chantal. Who has our workbook? I think all our VIPs should have received our workbook. If I was you, I'd print it out, by the way. Makes a big difference. Print it out, see it, write it down physically. Yeah, very good. Okay, those of you who are not VIPs, you don't have the workbook, grab yourself a notepad. You're going to need it. We've got exactly 5 days. Through these 5 days, each day we've got about 90 minutes, about an hour to an hour and a half, where we're going to be practicing manifestation practices and rituals together. We're going to be scripting together. We're going to be a lot of fun things to help you manifest what you want in life. But there's a few things that I need you to understand before we begin, okay? Please write this down, okay? The first thing, you can manifest anything you want in life if you only understand these two things, okay? Please write this down. You can manifest anything you want in life if you only understood and worked on, learned how to do and worked on these two things and two things only. The first thing is how to be in absolute alignment. How to be in absolute alignment. Okay? If you are absolutely aligned, you will get everything you want. And I know you're probably thinking, what does that mean? How do I get absolutely aligned? Right? That's the whole purpose of the 5 days. The 5 days are to align all the parts you need to align to be able to get your goals. Right? And the second part has to do with the intensity of your energy. Okay? Write that down. The intensity of your energy. Okay, let me explain. The more aligned you are with your dream, your goal, your ambition, right, the more likely you are going to achieve it. Now, what about intensity? The more intense your energy is, the faster you're going to achieve it. I want you to write that down for now. We're going to start understanding more and more about this over the next 5 days. Okay? So, if you're aligned, you're going to get it. But it's a matter of time. And I know some of you are a little bit impatient at times. How many of you can own up to be sometimes a little bit impatient? It's like, they say trust the universe. I keep trusting. I've been trusting for 3 years now. Where's the love of my life? How many of you know what I'm talking about, right? How many of you know what I'm talking about when you're doing all these practices, you're chanting these I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm a millionaire, I'm a money magnet. And every day you check your bank account and it's still on minus. How many of you know what I'm talking about? And you're like, oh, why is it not working? I've been doing all the meditations and affirmations. What's going on? Right? It could be a case that you're somewhat aligned. But it could be a case that your energy is not intense enough right now. So that's why actually over the next 5 days, we're going to be working all the foundations for you to understand everything you need to know to be able to master these two areas. Is that okay? How many of you are excited? If you're excited, give me a yes inside the chat, please. Okay? Give me a yes inside the chat. Okay, now, but to begin, and I want you guys to also trust the process. That's one thing I want you to write down on your first page as well of your notes. Trust the process. Okay? Why trust the process, by the way? Why trust the process? Well, actually, you shouldn't trust every process. You're like, what do you mean? You just said trust the process. No, hey, you should trust process from people who have results before you. If somebody who doesn't have results and is giving you a process and you're trusting that, then you're probably going to just get what they got, which is probably failure. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Right? How many of you think that I may know a thing or two about manifestation? May know. Maybe, just a tad, just a little bit. Right? Just a little bit. How do you know? Results. Results, it's that simple. I realized that the more I sharpened my skill set, how to be more and more aligned, I realized that the more intense my energy can become, I realized that the easier it became to manifest everything in my life, whether it be the love of my life, whether it be the job, the career, whether it be millions of dollars, whether it be my mission, my purpose, being able to help millions of people from all around the world. But I want everybody to understand something. I was the shy kid from school. I was the kid who never spoke at all. I was the kid who had no friends, who sat in the corner of the classroom every day, afraid to speak to people. I was the person who was a straight, don't look at me and think you're Chinese, so it's going to be straight A student. No. I was probably the only Chinese who was a straight D student. And I know some of you are laughing there, you find it funny, but my mom did not find that funny. Because I don't know if we have any Asian friends here, but our Asian parents, usually they classify you as, okay, you're either going to be a lawyer, you're going to be an accountant, you're going to be a doctor, or a failure. Like everything else is classed as a failure. I don't know why it is in Asian families. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying, by the way? I don't know if anybody. Everything else is failure. I remember, because I used to be very good at art. I got an A for art. That was my only A, by the way. And I went back home, I showed my mom, I said, I got an A. I showed my dad, I got an A. He said, what for? I said, art. They said, you can't make money with that. I said, what do you mean? But I got an A. You're proud of me. Mom, Dad, look, A. He said, you can't make money with art. I said, what do you mean? So what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be an artist. No, you can't be an artist. You have to be an accountant. I said, Mom, but look, my maths, I got a D. I don't think I could be accountant. You got to work harder. I grew up not very academic. I grew up shy. I grew up the quiet kid who was afraid of everything. I was that kid, the not confident kid. Is there anybody like me who grew up in that type of mentality? Is anybody relate to that at all on this call? And to think that this shy kid who's not academic earns millions every single year, lives the life of his dreams, and at the same time empowers millions of people from all around the world. I mean, isn't that insane? How? Tell you how. Manifestation. And by the way, I want to say something, right? I know there may be some people here who are pretty new to manifestation, maybe. And some people that are pretty new to manifestation are usually, what are they talking about? Some woo-woo, what are they tapping on third eye, doing some crazy vibration stuff, and what's this channeling and downloading, and what they're talking about, intuition and flow state, what are they talking about? All I got for all the skeptical mindset out there, and people who are manifestation or law of attraction newbies, is I got a question for you. I have a question for every single one of you, in fact. Right. If person A and person B has the exact same money strategy, let's say, and if person A and person B had the exact same mentality and action-taking mentality, they both worked equally as hard, do they both achieve the same level of success, yes or no? No. So for all the skeptical mind people who are like, what do you mean vibrational? What do you mean attraction? What do you mean, what do you mean all this woo-woo stuff? What do you mean? You just work hard and you make money. Eh? If person A and person B use the exact same strategy, if person A and person B work exactly the same, do they get the same result? Absolutely not. So what's the other governing factor? I don't know. Luck. That's what a lot of skeptical mind people call law of attraction. Luck. Has anybody ever heard, in this world we have some people and they're just smiley every day, and then there's a saying about people like that. They're just always smiley. We say they are happy go what? Those type of people are happy go what? Happy go lucky. Wait there a second. Do you think there may be a clue there? Wait. Let's rewind. Let's come back a moment. Wait there. Happy go lucky. Wait. Happy go lucky. They're just happy go lucky. What does that mean? Could there be a correlation between being in a positive vibe, being in a high vibrational frequency, and being more luckier? What do you think? Yes or no? How many of you are understanding what I'm saying here? Right? Why is it? What is happy-go-lucky? And if there is, then maybe there is such thing as law of attraction. I remember when I first got into law of attraction, it was very interesting. My friend kept shoving me the book, The Secret. Has anybody ever heard of the book The Secret before, or watched the movie before? Well, I was never a reader, so I kept putting it on the shelf and not reading it. And he kept coming around, have you read it yet? Have you read it yet? I'm like, dude, I told you I don't read books. You should read it, it changed your life. I'm like, you all this psycho woo-woo thing, what are you doing, these meditation stuff recently? You're crazy. You should read it, really. You're working so hard in your business. You should manifest and attract money instead. I was like, what are you talking about? And then he told me to watch the movie. He got me, back then, it wasn't even DVD. Back then, showing age a little bit. Does anybody remember there was something called VCDs? There was a VCD before DVD. He gave me a VCD, The Secret. And then a VCD, The Secret, and he kept, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it? Oh, no. Then one day, he came to my house, he took the VCD out, put it in the machine, and he sat down. He said, we're going to watch it together. I'm like, oh, man, Tommy, are you being serious? He said, you got to watch it. It'll change your life. Then we sat there, right? I don't know if any of you have watched the movie before, but there's a scene where the guy sits on the sofa, he's visualizing some Ferrari, and then there's another scene of him visualizing an elephant, and the elephant falls through the roof. Can anybody remember that scene if anybody's watched it before? Anyway, the elephant fell through the roof. At that moment, I walked over to the machine, I switched it off, and I said, Tommy, are you having a laugh? What do you want me to watch? You want me to close my eyes and visualize money and freedom every day, and that's going to happen? And I didn't understand it. But then I started with one glimpse of hope, and I'll tell you what that hope line was that he gave me one day. He said to me, why don't you try affirmations? I said, that's stupid. He said, just say, I'm confident. Just like we did when we started here. I'm confident, I'm powerful. He said, say it with me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to say that. And then he asked me a question, and I'm going to ask everybody else the same question too. What have you got to lose? He asked me that question. What have you got to lose in trying? What have you got to lose if I ask you to smile more today? What have you got to lose if I ask you to pretend to be more positive over the next 5 days? What have you got to lose if I get you, even if you don't have the energy, to stand up when I say stand up and show your energy? What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose to write down your dreams and goals and allow yourself to dare dream these 5 days? What have you got to lose to not even write, I'm a millionaire, but write, I'm a billionaire these 5 days? What have you got to lose by not just finding or writing down a good life, but writing down an awesome, a great life? What have you got to lose by increasing what you're writing down and thinking about and visualizing the next few days? What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose by turning your camera on just because this Chinese dude on stage is telling me that if I turn my camera on, it shows how my energy is showing up, apparently? What have you got to lose? Apart from those of you who are butt naked and not wearing clothes and all these dangly parts and everything, then maybe, maybe then your camera should not be on. But otherwise, what have you got to lose? I'm just passing the message on. I'm just the messenger these 5 days to my journey and what's impacted my life. I said, what have you got to lose? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, 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 absolutely nothing. Exactly. How does law of attraction work? Very simple. You can try, test it, prove it. You can prove it within 2 days. One day, okay, I'd like you to pretend that you're happy and smile at everyone you see. Okay? And then I'd like you to just take a note of how many people smile back that day. The next day, I'd like you to frown and look angry, hold that resting bitch face to everybody you see. And I'd like you to count how many smiles you know on the second day. Do you think there'll be a difference, yes or no? Will there be a difference between 2 days? Absolutely, you know it already. What's that? That's law of attraction. You pretend to be more positive, you attract more positive things. It's that simple. That's the beginning. Are you guys getting me here? Right? I'd like everyone to take a deep inhale and a slow exhale. Okay, what I'd like everybody to do is I'd like you to do this. Okay, those of you who have a notebook, everybody, all our VIPs in this VIP room, okay? I'd like you to start filling it in. Everybody who just has a notebook, I'd like you to fill this in first, okay? On day one, it's very important for us to do this. What is it you would like to manifest, man? What is it you would like to manifest? Take a few moments to just write down and script inside the notebook right now. What is it that you would like to manifest? Okay? This is the first, your own free flow, freestyle of scripting. While this portal is open, what you script, you'll be very surprised. I remember many years ago, about 12, 13 years ago, when I did an event very similar to this. I was a participant, that was the only difference. And I sat in the crowd, they told me to script. I wrote it down. And many, many years later, I look back to my notes and I realized I was living what I wrote down. And I couldn't believe it. It's crazy. The power of intention. The portal is open, intentions are very powerful that you set right now. So think about, what is it you would like to manifest? Try to get a little bit more clarity on it. Just take a few moments. Okay. Team, if you can help Raquel. Raquel's trying to upgrade to VIP but not able to, please. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, the first question is, what is it you would like to manifest? If you could manifest anything in this world, what would it be? Be very careful what you're trying to manifest here, because you've got this one shot, this one opportunity in this beautiful Lionsgate portal right now. Make it count. Your dreams, your goals. Even if you've done this 5 days before, do it again. It might have changed. Things might have changed now. Okay. Dallas says, I've been trying to upgrade for 3 days, but unable to. Okay, team, if we can help, please. Thank you. Okay. Can I write it here? Of course, you can write it inside the, if you've already written it for yourself, write it inside the chat. Put it out. You need to understand, when you're writing on the chat right now, you got thousands of people from all around the world going to be seeing this. Like, it's intention, you know? It's vibration. How many? It's unlimited. The universe will not limit you to your manifestations. You need to understand that. Okay? Okay, Minnie said money. iPhone 5 said happiness, healing, love, fulfillment. Maybe get a little bit more clarity, you know? Say it right. Word. Love, life, money, buff, okay, I'm frozen. Why would I like to manifest this, okay? Please. The second one, why would you like to manifest this? Why is very important. I'd like you to take note of this, because why triggers our emotions. Emotions is a vibration. And that's why when we're scripting, it's very important to why. Why do you want that? Okay, somebody says, so that I can be happy. Okay, why would it make you happy? Somebody said to get rid of sorrow. Okay, we need to be careful of those ones. We need to stay away from the negative thoughts, not how to get rid of something right now. We need to stay focused on the positivity, okay? We need to be very careful, okay? Why do we want it? Because I feel it's my life, my purpose, innovation to the world. Amazing. Why? Because of freedom, okay? Yeah, but how would freedom make you feel? Okay, peace, freedom, joy, happiness. Okay, the next question is on page 4, if those of you have a workbook. When would you like to achieve this by? Please write it down. When would you like to achieve this by? Okay? Okay, those of you who are writing now, I'd like you to unsend your message. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Now doesn't work. Why? Because if I asked you a question, I said, do you believe you could manifest it now, this moment, right now? Your answer is no, you don't. Because you know that it's not happening right now. And if your belief is not aligned, that's one of the parts of alignment. There's no point writing now, okay? Those of you who are putting it 5 years' time, I've got good news for you. It will never take you that long. If you do these parts right, it will never take you that long. Nothing. And I don't care. Everyone thinks that there's stepping stones to manifestation. They think, oh, I get the small goal first, then another small goal. No, actually, you can shoot for the top and get straight to the top. And over the next 5 days, I'm going to show you how. Right? I don't want you to write now. And those of you who have wrote 5 years or 10 years, I'd like you to rethink that a moment, because actually, I'll give you an example. I have a friend here in Dubai who is working in a supermarket 1 year, and then 1 year later, he became a millionaire. He just had a normal job in a supermarket. The 1 year later, he became a millionaire. What determines that? Manifestation. I'm going to break it down for you guys over the next five days. It doesn't take you many years to manifest anything. It doesn't. okay? After you've wrote, when would I like to achieve this by? The next thing, okay? How much do you want this? 0 to 10, okay? 10 being most, everything. I'm willing to give it my all. It's worth everything to me, okay? 1 is like, I don't really want it at all, okay? If you're giving me any number below 5, I don't know why you showed up today, actually. Maybe you were too bored. Not bored. Bored scrolling on YouTube and just seeing this thing. Okay. Can we focus on more than one thing? Absolutely. But there's strategy to doing so. Right? Not everyone knows how to manifest multiple things at the same time. I will cover it over the next few days. Okay? Okay. Now this is a bit of a trickier question and requires you to use your brain a little bit on this one. The final question. What are you willing to do to make this happen? Okay, and by the way, before you're going to write it, I know someone's going to, smart-ass person's going to write everything. No, you're not. You're not going to do everything. You're not going to just go and kill someone right now so that you can get it. No, you're not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't write everything. What are you willing to do to make this happen? Have a think about it. I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone. I'm willing to do things I've never done before. I'm willing to try new things. I'm willing to learn new skills. I'm willing to test new rituals. I'm willing to give all my effort. What are you willing to do? I'm willing to invest in myself. I'm willing to stay consistent. I'm willing to discipline myself. I'm willing to find myself a coach. I'm willing to... What are you willing to? I'm willing to quit my job. I'm willing to leave the negative environment that I'm in, you know, whatever. What are you willing to do to make this happen? Okay? Okay, and then under that, on page 4, you'll be able to see there's a place that you can sign your name and write your name. I'd like you to do that on the bottom of everything you just wrote. Sign your name and write your name. It's very important. You are recognizing I. Okay? Today, on this date, just set this intention. You're putting it out. You're putting it out there. You're signaling to every part of your system, your body, your system, your energetic field. Okay? And once you've done that, you've signed your name, everyone, place your palms over your heart. Take a slow, deep inhale. And a gentle, relaxing exhale. And just ground your energies. Bring it all in. Settle your energies. Okay? And once you're done, allow yourself to slowly come back and open your eyes. Okay? So, that exercise I just made you do there, I want to let everybody know something. I know everybody pretty much did at least 50% of the exercise, okay? At least you tried. But I'm going to let you know something, right? Most of you, right now, right there, probably did that scripting exercise wrong already. Now, I'm like, what? Why do you just make me do everything wrong? And you're like, no, well, not wrong, but probably not most effective. Because most people, they don't know how to script properly. They don't know what equals what equals vibration. How do we set intentions? There's a way of doing it. But the reason why I wanted you to do that is because at least you exercise your brain on day one. And then as the days pass by, you can come back to day one and realize, oh my God, how much I've learned and how much I've grown in just the past 3 to 5 days. You'll see this as a starting point. Because right now, I'm sure of, even by watching what you guys typed inside the chat, a lot of the mistakes you guys made and why maybe sometimes you can manifest some small things, but big dreams are not really working out for you right now. It's because it's not quite done properly right now. But we're going to make sure that we get everybody on the right track. Is that okay? Right? I've been there before. I understand it. And over the past, you need to understand, do you think this is my first 5-day manifestation challenge? Do you think this is my first law of attraction program that I've been running? No, I've been running for 13 years now. 13 years! Like literally, like tens of thousands of people have been through this program, manifested crazy, crazy stuff, right? I had only recently, I think it was last year, 1 year ago. This is one of my favorite stories because, I mean, manifesting money, manifesting the love of their life and things like that, we get that all the time. But there was a couple who came to our event last year, and they were very emotional because they were trying to they wanted to have a baby for 9 years. You know, they're deeply in love. They want to start this family, but the doctor said nothing's wrong. Don't know why. It just wasn't working out. They were getting stressed out, and they did the manifestation challenge. After the manifestation challenge, they went on to. Has anybody here been to Manifesting Miracles? The 3-day Manifesting Miracles? If you have, give me an MM inside the chat. MM, if you've been to Manifesting Miracles. So they did the full 30-hour training. And I'll tell you something, when they did the 30-hour training, they left the event. I can't remember, I think it was like 7 months, I think it was. 7 months later, she found out she was pregnant. 9 years trying, like 7 to 9 months later, found out she was pregnant. People are like, what? How? It was actually using one of the strategies, actually using multiple of the strategies, but one of the things they did, would you like to know what they did? Would you like to know the strategy? No, not many people want to make babies here, right? Yeah, nah, I'm not looking to make any more babies. I'll tell you on day 5. It was actually very simple. It was actually a very simple thing, right? But it was very, very powerful. It just worked. That's one of my favorite stories because, like I said, love, easy to manifest. Money, easy to manifest. Even being a millionaire, easy to manifest. We've had many of our students suddenly become millionaires, still easy to manifest. But that was one of my favorite because it's manifesting life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what is more powerful than manifesting a life, a soul into this planet, you know? Oh, somebody guessed it already. She bought baby stuff. Yes, she did actually. She bought baby stuff. She prepared before the baby actually even got announced, you know? Anyway, okay. What I want everybody to understand today, we're going to cover the foundations. So I want everyone to write that down, okay? Today, you're going to understand the full manifestation roadmap. It's the foundations. Over the next few days, we're going to nail all the parts because you need to master all the areas and you need to know what you need to do in each part. Okay, so I'm going to give you the roadmap today. So everybody please, those of you who have the workbook, it's page 5. It's called the Complete Manifestation Roadmap. Okay. And by the way, you have to listen very clearly to what I'm saying, my words that I'm saying, because you will never be able to read my handwriting, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know up front while it's on day 1. It was quite funny because whenever my mom and dad looked at my grades, they were like, oh no, no hope for him at school. But I'll tell you something really quite funny because when my dad seen my handwriting one day and he said, that's how doctors write. And I was like, whoa, then maybe I can be a doctor. But anyway, you're going to have to listen very, very clearly to everything that I'm saying over the next 5 days because that's as good as it's going to get, okay? So, the Complete Manifestation Roadmap, okay? It consists of, okay, those of you who have the workbook, you're going to need to fill these parts in. It consists of 5 parts. Please write that down. Consists of 5 parts, okay? The first part, please. You got to have a goal. Okay? Like what you guys wrote down before, you got to have a goal. Now you're probably thinking, duh, obviously. Okay? But let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever had it before where you're kind of just wandering aimlessly. It's kind of like you're just doing a job because it's a job, but you've got no direction, you've got no future. You don't know where you're going with it. Has anybody ever been in a non-growing relationship before? Meaning, it's just a relationship. It's just, days just pass by, it becomes habit. You just, you do what you do every day, and it's been a few years, and it just goes by. There's nothing exciting. There's no future. There's no, it's just like, just another day. How many of you have been in that situation before? Right? So why are you saying that having a goal is obvious? Sometimes we don't. And the reason why sometimes we don't have a goal is because we don't know what our goal is. Has anybody been in that situation before? Like, I don't even know what I want. Has anybody been in that before? I don't know what I want. Relationship, don't know what I want. Right? Job, don't know what I want. Career, don't know what I want. Right? But that becomes a problem. Why? Well, think about it. It's like you getting into a car, you turn on the GPS, it's saying set your destination. You're like, nah, don't know right now. Where's it going to take you? Nowhere. You're just going to be going round and round and round. You're not going to get anywhere without setting a goal. So you've got to set a goal. But the problem is this, though. Okay? And I want to ask everybody this question. How many of you have ever had a goal before? You're very excited to hit that, to achieve that. One day, you get there. You made it. You worked hard. You got it. You got the love of your life. I was looking for this specification. I got it. You were looking for a particular job. I got it. And then after you got it, after some time, you questioned. I don't know if this is really what I want. How many of you had that before? Okay. Well, here comes the problem then. You guys, just before, had wrote a goal. Now you're going to probably work your ass off over the next 1 year, or some of you wrote 5 before, 5 years, trying to make it happen. What if history repeats itself again? When you get there, you realize that's not what you actually want. Could it be a possibility that that may happen? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. I would like, over the next 5 days, for your knowledge to expand to a level where that will not happen again. And I'll tell you why that usually happens, if everyone can write this down with me, okay? Because with goal, there's this circle. And with this circle, here we have what we know. Here we have what we know that we don't know. And here we have what we don't know that we don't know. And this becomes the problem. This is our life right now. We only know this much. We know based on what we've been told, our family told us, like my dad used to tell me, if you're looking for a wife, you got to find a wife that knows how to cook. I mean, you don't say it's right or wrong, but that becomes what I believe in. So imagine, through my teenage years, dating would be like, do you like cooking? Do you understand what I'm saying? And let me ask you a question. Do you think the first master chef of a girlfriend I found, I thought, yes, I love you to bits, that's my wife. We're so aligned. No, absolutely not. I thought that was a criteria. I thought that was my goal, but it's what I know. And what I know, what you know, comes only from what you've been told so far, what you've seen so far, what you've experienced before. It doesn't mean it's your truth. Is everybody following what I'm saying? So if you keep setting goals based on what you know, exactly what you just did just before, that's why I said you're going to get a big awakening over the next few days. If you keep setting goals based on what you know, you're just going to come to find out, actually, I don't really want that. So what's the point? What's the point in wasting so much time chasing something that your soul is not wanting? The second part is what? This much we know that we don't know. For example, I know that I don't know how to cut someone's head open and brain surgery. I know I don't know how to do that. I know I don't know how to do a heart transplant. I know I don't know how to do that. What you know that you don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? What we know that we don't know is this much. But the biggest epiphany that I got back then is this part here. And this is the part that I would like everybody to adventure into over the next 5 days. What we don't know that we don't know. I would like everybody to do this with me now, just to put this inside your subconscious mind for now. Put your hands out and say, I don't know what I don't know. Okay? I want you to tell yourself that. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Okay? So, what are you got to tell yourself? Signal to every cell of your body. Place your palms over your head, and I'd like you to say, but I'm open. I'm open. I'm open to new ideas. I'm open to new levels of consciousness. I'm open to new levels of awareness. I'm open to learning things or receiving things that I've never even heard of before. I'm open. Let yourself know that. Let every cell of your body know so that your energy field can open up to receive new things. I am open. I'll give you an example. Okay. When I was 26, I went to a personal development event. And I went to that personal development event. It was talking about financial freedom. And I've heard, I know what the term financial freedom meant. But the speaker on stage, I was 26 at the time. Think about this. I was 26. The speaker, I was already a business owner. The speaker on stage said, everybody got to invest in passive income streams. And I looked at the person next to me. I said, what's passive income stream? What does that mean? He said, like passive income. I said, yeah, but what does passive income mean? He says, you know, like when you get paid for not working. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? All my life, my dad's biggest motto to me was always, work hard and the money will come. Work hard and you'll be successful. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I was drilled all my life, work hard and you'll be successful. Then I'm sat at this event, the dude next to me says, very casually, you know, when you make money, you know, when you're not working. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And then the speaker kept talking about passive income streams. I asked the person next to me, I said, what does he mean? The other side, I asked him, what does it mean, passive income? He said, you know when you make money while you sleep? I'm like, oh my God, everyone here is weird. What are they talking about? Do you know what happened in my mind back then? I'll show you this limited mind that I used to have. Because what was the first thought that came to my mind? It sounds too good. What? Sounds too good. There's a saying that says, if it sounds too good to be true, then it usually is. Okay? I'd like everybody to take your right hand, please. Okay. On your left cheek, give yourself a slap. And on your right cheek, give yourself a slap. Okay? And I'd like you to give yourself a new truth right now. And tell yourself, right? I love things that are too good to be true. I love things that are too good to be true. I love everything that is too good to be true. Why? Because do you know what true is? True is your truth right now. If you're wanting to expand, you want it to be better than your truth right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're looking for a breakthrough. It should be too good to be true. If it's not too good to be true, where's your growth? Right? So it should be too good to be true. But what does that require you to do? It requires you to raise your level of awareness, to start seeing things and learning things that you never even knew was possible before. So my question for you is it okay that over the next 5 days, I help raise your level of consciousness just a little bit to hear new ideas of attracting things, new strategies that you never heard of before, things that you may be a little bit skeptical thinking, that sounds a bit too easy. Is it okay that I share with you some quite crazy woo-woo stuff, especially on day 5? Oh, tapping here? What is silly? What do you mean? Look at the sun? What are you talking about? Is it okay that I show you some things that we've never heard of before? It sounds too good to be true, so that it can help you manifest the things that you want faster. Is that okay? And are you guys willing to be open, have an open mind to receive? Yes or no? Type inside the chat, I'm open. Okay? Type inside the chat, I'm open. By the way, I love Natalia's background. Oh, we have the lion's gate. I can feel your energy. There's the lion behind you. I'm open, okay? So the first part, I want to help you raise your level of awareness to understand not what your goal is right now, but understand what your soul goal is, what your soul purpose is. Because that, you will never look back and say, oh, I don't think I really need this. No, because your soul needs it. That's the reason why you're here. I want to help you raise your level of consciousness. The second part, okay? Once we have a goal, what's the second most important thing? Our thoughts. I want everyone to write this down. Our thoughts create our reality. Okay? Our thoughts create our reality. Some people, I remember I was at an event, hosting an event in London one time, and there was this guy raised his hands when I said, thoughts create reality. And then he raised his hands, and I said, hi. He said, what is this you're teaching? I'm like, law of attraction. And he says, how can you prove that law of attraction really works? I'm like, whoa, you sound quite upset. Like, you bought a ticket to come to this event, no? It's like, you know this is a law of attraction event, because if you don't know, these 3 days are going to be quite tough for both of us, you know? And he says, he said, my wife brought me. So he points at his wife next to him, and his wife's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. We often get these normal people, you know? And normal people don't usually understand us crazy people. It's normal. Right? So I was like, okay. I said, which part do you not understand? He said, you just said, thoughts create reality. Well, you just think about it and it creates reality? I said, is that what I said? You said thoughts create reality. I said, yeah, but you said what, you just think and it creates reality? Well, no. No, you don't just think and it creates reality, but you need to think to create reality. And he says, what do you mean? I says, well, okay, look around you. I want everyone to do the same exercise now. Look around you, okay? Try to find one physical thing in your physical reality that you can see that didn't start from thought. Can you find anything? Like this speaker here, did somebody think of putting this speaker here? That's how it manifested here. Did somebody think about designing this speaker? Did somebody think about building this speaker? Is there anything, this pen I have in my hand, did thought create this reality? Did someone think about making this pen? Did someone think about ordering this pen? Did someone think, multiple thoughts made this arrive here, no? The cap that I'm wearing. Is there anything you can see? Look around you. I can't find anything. And if you can't find anything that didn't start from thought, then is it not true that thoughts create reality? Do you have to think something before it creates in this physical reality? Yes or no? You have to think. You cannot create something in this reality with no thought involved. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Right? So, thoughts create reality. That's the second thing. Second most important thing, we have to align. We have to align our goal with our thoughts. Now you're thinking, yeah, but that's, so what do you mean then? But I think about my goal every single day. I think about my dreams every single day. Yeah, but it's not about what you think about, because we need to understand, what's this? What is this? Then when it comes to manifestation, our mind, okay, not coffee bean, okay? Our mind has these two main parts we need to understand, Okay? What is this part here? This part here is our conscious. Okay? This part here is our subconscious. Okay? And the reality is, okay, only 20% of the things in our reality is created by our conscious mind, where 80% of the things created in our reality is created from our subconscious mind. Now you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm saying most things are created through your subconscious and not your conscious. More of the time you're in subconscious, you're on autopilot more than you're on pilot, more than you're on your conscious mind. I want you to think about it like this, okay? How many of you know how to drive? Okay? Has anybody ever drove before? You're driving on the highway and suddenly you drift. Like, not the car drift. Not like Tokyo drift. I mean, your mind drifts. Your mind drifts somewhere else, and suddenly you arrive back at the wheel, and it's like a bit of a, oh, whoa, forgot I was driving moment. How many of you had a moment like that before? Okay, right. What does that mean? It means for that amount of, how many of you been like that and you could have sworn it must have been at least 1 minute or more? How many of you been in that other state, that alternate state for more than a minute before? Okay, my question for you is, okay, how many of you managed to live through that, like you're still alive right now? Raise your hand if you're still alive. Okay, put your hand up now. Okay, can you put your hands up and say, thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. Can you also put your hand on the back of your head and say, thank you, subconscious mind. Thank you, subconscious mind. Yes, you're right. We have officially all went cuckoo. Thank you, subconscious mind. Do you know why? Think about it. Your consciousness was not at the wheel at that point. But somehow, you were on the highway and you stayed safe. You knew when to avoid other cars. You knew when to brake. You knew when to accelerate. Some of you knew when to even change lanes while you weren't even at the car. How is that possible? You did a perfect job subconsciously. Okay? What I want you guys to write down now, this is the big epiphany here, is that you perform 80% better in subconscious than in conscious. You perform. Your results are better in subconscious rather than conscious. You don't believe me? Okay. All those people who said you know how to drive, I want to ask you a question. How many of you had tried to consciously avoid a curb while reversing or parking before? Don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb, don't hit the... Like it's conscious. You're not somewhere else. You're fully there in that moment. Don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb, don't hit the curb. And what do? What do you go and do? You go hit the curb. And you always drive perfectly. You've been driving for so many years, and why on earth did you hit the curb? Why? Because you always underperform in conscious. That's the problem. You underperform in conscious. Right? Any musicians in the room? Any musicians? Anyone who sings? Anyone who dances? Anyone who performs? Anyone who plays any sport? You guys will all know what I'm talking about, by the way, because this is flow state. You had it before? Okay, remember the lyrics, remember the lyrics, remember the next lyric. Okay, I'm going to perform now, remember the lyrics. What do you go and do? You forget your lines. Every musician knows, at least good musicians will know, you get that guitar out, you close your eyes, whoa, your hands just, your fingers are just moving down those frets and playing those riffs, or on the piano and going crazy, and you're not even thinking, and you remember the whole thing. The moment you're like, okay, what was the chord again? What was the notes again? Okay, remember it, I'm going to perform it. I can't remember it. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Okay, what does all of this prove? One thing. You perform 80% better. You perform miracles in subconscious. You fail more when you're conscious. Now here comes your problem. Okay? How many of you have ever did some law of attraction practices or rituals before? Like affirmations, scripting, journaling, gratitude diary. Okay? In the morning, you're doing your affirmations. I am rich. I am wealthy. You're visualizing your dream and goal. Okay? Let me ask you a question. You've done all those things before, okay? Let me ask you a question. Do you do it consciously or unconsciously? I'm talking about your morning practice. You do it consciously. You say to yourself, I'm going to go and get my affirmations out. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to remember what I'm saying. I'm going to consciously chant it. But remember what we said before. You underperform when it's conscious. You perform miracles when it's unconscious. Let me ask you another question, okay? Other than that, performing and underperforming, I want to ask you this question. How long have you ever spent, do you usually spend on average, doing your law of attraction or manifestation practices in the morning? Your meditation, your visualization, your journaling. How long? 40 minutes. How long? 1 hour. Wow, you guys are hardcore. You guys have a lot of minutes every day, huh? 1 hour? Do you chant until your voice is gone? I am rich, I am wealthy. Dude, have your family not disowned you yet? You weirdo. Just chanting for 1 hour. 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So let's look at it. You are consciously manifesting for 5 minutes to 1 hour a day. Okay, now let me ask you a question. What about the rest of the 23 hours? Are you in conscious or subconscious manifestation? What do you think? I'm asking you, you're in subconscious. Because you're not thinking about manifesting, but you're manifesting. Why? Because I want you to write this down. We're manifesting all the time. We are manifesting all the time. Whether we like it or not, you're manifesting right now. You're slouching, got some doubts, fears. You're manifesting. You're manifesting right now. Subconsciously, you're manifesting. Do you know what outcome happens? I'll tell you what happens. I always give this example. In the morning, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am VIP and abundant. You chant so happily in your conscious manifestation chanting. And then you go to the restaurant, and then it's like order your food, or you go to the supermarket, and then you're looking at things, and you pick something up, and you're, what's that price? Whoa, that's like $1 more. I'll just go for that one. I'll go for the cheaper one, thank you. Wait. Let's rewind again. Let's go back to the morning. I am rich, I am wealthy, I am abundant. Okay, let's fast forward again. You're at the supermarket. That's what? That's $1 more? I'll just go for the cheaper one, thank you. Wait. What's happening? Are you guys getting this? For 23 hours a day, you may be manifesting all your fears and negativity. For only that 1 hour, those of you who are hardcore are doing it consciously, manifesting the good stuff you think, and you're underperforming. Is it okay that over the next 5 days, I'll tell you what you need to be able to shift that into here, to make your conscious unconscious? Is it okay? Is it okay that I show you what you need to do and what you need to learn to be able to change your subconscious? Is that okay? Because we're going to do that. Over the next couple of days, we're going to be doing that together. Right? Because that's your most important thing, your subconscious. Most important thing. The third level of consciousness, first level of consciousness, okay, is here. Second level of consciousness is here. Third level of consciousness is called the superconscious. But I'm not going to talk about that today. We're going to cover it on day 3 because that's going a bit too woo-woo right now, okay? It's talking about universal laws. Now, so when we align our goal, we align our thoughts. Number 3, we need to align our emotions. I want everyone to write this down. Emotion is energy in motion. Okay? Write this down. Emotion is energy in motion. And I want you to write this down on page 5, the bottom of page 5. The higher the emotion, the bigger the vibration, the faster the attraction. I'm going to say that one more time. The higher the emotion, the bigger the vibration, and the faster the attraction. Okay? So on day 3 and day 4, I want to help you align your vibrations to your goal. We're going to fine-tweak it. We're going to fine-tune it. Is that okay? Yes? Give me a yes inside the chat. Are we still alive? Yes? Still with full energies? Leslie and little friend? Yes. Hello. Okay. Now, after we've aligned our goals with our thoughts and our emotions, what's the 4th thing we need to align? Okay? And I know some people won't like to hear this, by the way. We've got to learn to align. We've got to learn to align our action. It's called the law of attraction. Inside the word attraction, there is the clue already in there. Okay? Now, some people will say, but wait there a second, why? I thought it was law of attraction. I thought we're attracting things. Okay? I want you to write this down. Right? Your vibrations attracts the opportunity. Your actions grab the opportunity. I want you to write that down for now. Your vibrations attracts the opportunity. Your actions grab the opportunity. Okay. I'll give you one simple example for you to understand. Okay? You can be here vibrating at love frequency because you want to manifest the love of your life, let's say. And what will likely to happen is tomorrow or the day after, you will be walking down the street or sat in a coffee shop, see the love of your life walk by. You'll be like, oh my God, they're the exact. But that doesn't mean they're yours. It just means they got attracted into your energetic field. So that itself is already, oh, I attracted exactly this. But it's your actions that will claim the manifestation. Do you speak to them? Do you take action? Or do you fear? Or are you too afraid? Do you doubt yourself? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? It's the actions that grab the opportunity. So that's why I always say, if you want to manifest something, you've got to have. Same thing with money. You can say, money, 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 frequency. I am abundant. I am wealthy. Okay, you'll be vibrating at wealth, money. Guess what? One day you suddenly arrive in a very wealthy place. So guess what? You don't know. I don't know how I got here. I'm just here. I just got invited here. Why are you all around millionaires suddenly? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you why. Because one time you vibrated at our frequency, therefore you attracted into that place. So it means it's there. But does that mean all their money is your money? No. It means you attracted that reality. But it's yet. What you do in that space makes it yours. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Are you going to negotiate a deal? Are you going to sell a product? Are you going to pitch for something? What are you going to do? Are you going to collaborate? Are you going to partner up? Are you guys following what I'm saying? Right? That's why it's very, very important for us to understand how to take action. And I want everybody to understand there's two fundamentals when it comes to action. Okay? And I want everyone to draw this out with me. This, okay, a pendulum. This, a pendulum. Okay? Most of the time, most people take action within their what? What does CZ stand for? Most of the time, people take action within their what? What does CZ stand for? Comfort zone, right? You will never manifest the magic. What I'm talking about, your biggest dreams, goals, and desires will never be manifested within a comfort zone. I'm telling you right now. You can make note of that. The magic always happens outside of the comfort zone. So there's two things you need to understand. Number one, am I taking some action that is uncomfortable right now? And if it's not, you're not going to hit your dream and goal. I'm telling you right now. That's one way to understand you're not going to hit your dream and goal if you are not outside of your comfort zone. Okay? It's very simple. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Okay? How many of you have ever thought about losing weight before? Thought about. You don't need to be doing it, just thought about, right? Ever. Right? Some people thought about losing weight before. Okay, let me ask you a question. That's the thinking. To lose weight, do you think you will need to get yourself uncomfortable? Yes or no? It's that simple. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you keep doing what you're comfortable with and I'm taking loads of action, it doesn't matter, but you're still comfortable. So you're never going to get to your dreams. I want you to write that down. I'm never going to get to my dreams if I feel comfortable with my actions that I'm taking on a daily basis right now. You're never going to get to your dreams. The only way is, number one, I feel uncomfortable right now. And that's a good uncomfortable because I'm growing. Okay? What about a specific person? It's the same. If you're failing to manifest someone right now, maybe you're not the right fit right now. To become the right fit, you need to be somebody else. Do you understand what I'm saying? What you're doing right now is not working. To do something that's working, you need to try something that you've never tried before. It's the same. Right? So number one, it has to be outside of your comfort zone. And the second thing is you need the right strategy. And that's why on day 3 and day 4, strategy for relationship. I want to give you a strategy for health. I want to give you a strategy for wealth, money. I want to give you a strategy for fulfilling your purpose. Is that okay? You need the right strategy. Okay, so these two things. One, it needs to be out of comfort. Two, it needs to be the right strategy. Okay, now the final thing, number 5. Okay. The final thing, number 5. Okay, so now you've aligned your goal, you've aligned it with your thoughts, you've aligned it with your emotions, you've aligned it with your action. The final thing is you need to learn to trust and receive. Okay, I before E except after C. Sieve. Okay, sorry. I think my thinking was out loud. My dyslexia was playing up. Okay, trust and receive. Right? So the final thing is we need to learn to trust and receive. What does that mean? It means you got to let go. You got to let go. How many of you ever tried to chase for something before? You felt you're in that chasing mode. I need it to happen. Why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? How many of you ever sent a text message to someone before and you're trying to receive the message back and you keep looking at your phone non-stop and you're like, why are they not replying? Why are they not replying? Right? Some people saying, I still do, right? How many of you ever been after somebody before for a relationship and you keep pestering them? Even you think you're like pushing a little bit too much, right? It's the same. How many of you tried to close a deal before and you're chasing for money and you're like, oh, why is it not working? Why is it not working? And the more you chase, the more it runs away, no? And people find it hard, you know? People often say to me, they say, Master, but like, I ain't got any money right now. Every month I'm in minus, and you're telling me not to think about it. How on earth do I not think about it? Like, it's a problem. I'm stressed. How many of you know what I'm talking about? I want to give you guys the strategies over the next few days, right? On the final 2 days, we're going to work on this. So that's why this 5 days, we work on these 5 principles. And I'm telling you, all I need you guys to do over the next 5 days, please write this down, is play all out. That's all I need you to do. I need you to take massive action, play all out. Okay, I'll turn my camera on. Okay, I'll stand up when he tells me to stand up. Okay, I'll put my hand over my heart chakra, like he said. Okay, I'll tap my third eye, whatever, right? Okay, I'd like you just to play this silly game with me over the next 5 days. Under the circumstance of, what have I got to lose? That's all. I don't need you to trust me. I don't need you to trust that, oh, this magic stuff works. I don't need you, because I'm asking for too much right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? All I need you to say, okay, if I do turn my camera on, okay? If I do show up, okay? I don't know. Like, what have I got to lose? Might as well just give it a shot, you know? If I write these things that he's telling me to write, that's all I need you to do. I need you to do a few things. I need you to show up. Write this down. I need you to show up fully, and I need you to show up all the way to the end. That's the only thing. If you promise me you can do those 3 things for the next 5 days only, I'm not asking you for your whole lifetime, right? I will promise you, if you promise me you can do that for the next 5 days, I will promise you that over the next 5 days, I'm going to give you my all, right? For those 1 to 2 hours each day, I'm going to give you my all. How many of you promise to yourself, you're not promising me, that you're going to show up every single day and you're going to show up fully and you're going to run through the finish line and you're going to finish and graduate on the end of day 5. If you're in with me on that, right, I promise. Okay, put your hand on your heart, say, I promise. Okay, promise. This is the promise to yourself. In Lionsgate Portal, you're sending that promise out there. You're sending it out to the universe. You're saying, I'm ready, I'm willing to give it. Okay? And you're doing this for you, remember. You're not doing this for me. Like I said, there's like tens of thousands of people. I can see loads of faces. I can see a few. Belinda, hello. Sally, hello. Monica, hello. Chantal, hello. Oh, Chantal, that looks like a very comfortable seat you're in. Yeah, I can see some of you, but I can't see all of you. So you're not really doing it for me, you're doing it for you. Yes, Michelle. I've been noticing some energies. Some of your energies are very big. I can see it. Right? I want to do this just to finish off, okay? Please, everyone take a deep inhale and slow exhale. Okay? Remember, all I need you to do is just trust the process, show up fully, and show up till the end. That's all. That's all you need to do, and you're only doing it for yourself, right? Another thing I would like my team to help me do right now, team, if you can put the Facebook group link inside the chat, please, okay? I'd like everybody who has not joined the Facebook group yet to join this group. It's a free group to join for everybody. Put it inside the YouTube, put it in all the Zoom calls, please, the team, right now. Okay, if you see that link, and we can stop the chat for one moment, everybody join that link, okay, that group. Inside that group, I want to give you guys a piece of homework to test if you're an action taker, okay? Very simple homework. It's only going to take you 2 minutes, if that, okay? And that homework is to click on the group, go inside, join the group. Once you're accepted into the group, I'd like you to make a post, okay? It could be a picture post if you're daring. It could be a written post if you're not so daring. It could be a video post if you're extremely daring and you're like, you know what? What have I got to lose, right? You could do a video post. Inside that post, I would like you to today share your biggest 3 aha moments. What are the 3 biggest takeaways for you today? I'd like you to share. Why would I like you to do that? Okay? Again, not for me. I don't benefit from you doing that. I want you to do that because when you share your aha moments each day, it takes everything you learn and it digests it into the subconscious. When you speak about what you learn, when you share, you learn. When you teach, you learn. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? So I would like you to do that. It doesn't matter. If you're really, really shy and it's too much for me, just write a few words and post, okay? If you're more daring, put a photo there of your notes maybe and post, okay? Or a picture. If you're extremely daring, then okay, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to play Full Out. Do you understand what I'm saying? It only needs to be a 1 minute, 2 minute video. That's all. Just share your aha moments. And you never, 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 ever, 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 ever know. I'm going to tell you this. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? You never know by posting your video what may happen. You never know. You never know that maybe you see some other video of somebody who resembles your dream wife or your dream husband. You never know. You never know. We've had so many relationship matches inside from our events before. You never know. You never know by you sharing yourself and introducing yourself. You never know. Maybe that investor you've been looking for your project for so long, maybe someone sees your thing and say, hey, by the way, I'm interested in that thing. And maybe you connect. You never know. I believe this is a magical 8-8 portal we're in right now, and I believe miracles are here to manifest. And I also believe that it will manifest for the biggest action takers, not just for anybody who just sits here with a notebook. No, it's going to manifest for the biggest action takers. Okay? Who's willing to do the homework? If you're willing to do the homework, give me a peace sign, give me a big cheesy smile. Okay. I want to see you guys inside the Facebook group. I'm going to look at some of your videos, and also I want to give some prizes away tomorrow, by the way. I want to give some nice prizes away tomorrow, and we'll see who's in it to win it, okay? So thank you guys so much for today, and I'll see you guys nice and early. Make sure to show up early, by the way, because today's some of the rooms maxed out and people couldn't get in, so make sure to show up early tomorrow. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's call. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Thank you. Namo Himalaya. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We making it cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Come on, baby, and drop it. Scrub the flow and just mop it. Show these gangsters how you pop lock it. Don't care what you got in your pocket. I beat the way that you rockin'. Flip that thing, girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang, and pop it. While the club crowd are just watching you work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. And it's going fast cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours. Work it out.
Said our hustler's work is never through. We making it cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Some fresh to death looking plush. Ladies can't get enough. Got my fitness on looking buff. And all my people with my trust. Holding down for my city. If they're asking you, I'm not guilty. Only thing that I'm guilty of is making you rock with me. Work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. And it's going fast cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours.